So, welcome back. It's been a few days since I've vlogged anything, and I wasn't planning to, and then I realised something about tomorrow that I probably will want to vlog, so I thought, may as well start it now. Basically, I have a Subway card and collect points on it, although I never go to Subway, I never eat out. And I got an email a couple of days ago, actually I think I got an email about a week ago, 10 days ago, saying your points will expire in about 2 weeks. And then I got another email a couple of days ago saying 1 week. And I didn't know how many points I had, but I thought I had, enough to get a side or something. And it turns out I've got just under 1,000 points. 1,000 is what you need for a foot long. Is that what it's called? I think so. 500 is for a 6-inch, and then I think it's 200 for a side and 100 for a hot drink or something along those lines. And Subway needs me to spend my points before next week. Actually, I think it's only a few more days now. And I just thought to myself, it seems a real waste to lose these points. Because as I say, I can get basically a full meal out of what I've got. And I'm going into the city tomorrow for one of my job things. I think it's like a practice run kind of thing. So I decided to look up if there was a Subway either near where I'm going or near the station that I'll be going to. Because I think I start at 1 o'clock. So if I get there a little bit early, I'll have an early lunch and then just be there. And it turns out there's one really near the station. So I'm going to do that tomorrow, and that's why I want to vlog. And I'm excited. I haven't had a Subway in, as you can tell, a year. And the reason I think I have this many points is because I only ever go with friends and then I get their points. And I think they're pretty good at giving points. So I think it's a good sort of system. Or maybe I've just had it for years. I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. This morning, as you can probably tell, I washed my hair. And then I did some work for uni. And then I did some work for my aunts. And I'm almost done. It's been a big batch, and I'm literally on the last 10 forms or something. So I'm very ready to be done with that. Because I did some on Friday, some on Sunday, and then some today. I also did my laundry. It was already done, but it was finally dry, so I put it away. And that's kind of been my morning. We're now hoping to watch a bit more of Jessica Jones. We finally started season 2 last night, and we're hoping to watch a little bit more, I think, in the next sort of 5 to 10 minutes. And then I've got a class tonight for uni. Yesterday, I went to gymnastics again, and it was really good, and my splits are getting so close, at least on my right leg. My left leg is another matter, but it's getting there. It's really getting there. And again, I was working on somersaults, and it did go better. I think significantly better. But after a while, I got more tired, I think, this week. I don't know why, but I just did. And I could just feel my legs felt like jelly. I felt winded. I was just a bit done with jumping around. For some reason, my thighs were really sore quite quickly. Or not sore, but tired. Which hasn't really happened to me in the past with somersaults, so who knows. But anyway, me and the girl I was doing it with both decided to do something else. So for the first time since I've done gymnastics, I decided to go on some of the apparatus. And when I was a kid and did gymnastics, I excelled at the double bars, I think they're called. The uneven bars. I flew around on them. I loved them. I was so good. I got gold in everything. I don't mean to show off. I mean, this is a long time ago. I have very little recollection of doing any of the other events. I cannot remember doing floor. I vaguely remember doing beam, and I definitely cannot remember doing vault. But the uneven bars, they were my home. And so I thought, I want to have a go on them, see what I've got in me. And even in secondary school, when I wasn't doing gymnastics and hadn't done it for many years, I was one of the strongest with my upper arms, even compared to the guys. I think we did an assessment once where we just had to hang, and I think I was the second fastest, or longest, sorry, in my class. But again, that was quite a number of years ago, and I've not really worked out my upper arms at all since. And some of it definitely came back to me, and I definitely wasn't as weak as I was expecting to be, but I also definitely was not as good or as strong as I used to be, obviously. But it was really good to do. I forgot how much it hurt my hands, and they're still a little bit sore today. And I don't know if I did something wrong, or if it's just because obviously when I last did it, I was a child, but my lower stomach, where I imagine my uterus is so sore today. And obviously that's probably where I was pressing against. But it's mad. It's so interesting. And I really loved doing it. As I say, I wasn't as good as I used to be, not even anywhere close. But it just felt so good, despite the pain in my hands. And it was a relief to know that I wasn't as bad as I was worried I might be. So that was all yesterday. And as I say, I'm a little bit sore this morning, but that's part of it. Oh, there's a person. One moment. Basically, there's some scaffolding kind of outside my bedroom, not directly, luckily, but just next door. because there's something going on the flat upstairs and someone just kind of came downstairs. So I was like, don't knock at me. The other thing I wanted to say is that late last night, I scheduled an email to go to my agent to say I want to take 2 weeks off to be with my family, because I've mentioned about in my resolutions that there's a family holiday I really want to join. And I scheduled it late last night, and I've just been very jumpy at every email. I mean, my agent's lovely and she's very decent. I'm very aware that I took a lot of holidays last year, and I know she didn't really want me to take any this year. So I hope she approves. I just want to get some sort of confirmation that she's read it at least. Because I scheduled it, I think, at like midnight last night to send at 20 to 10 this morning. I was going to wait until tomorrow, but then she sent me something through and I thought it just works well in response. So we'll see about that, but if she does, or when she does respond, I will book my flights. So I think those are all the updates for now. I can't imagine I'll be filming much more today, but I will try and take you with me to Subway and maybe even to work, although obviously I won't film anything while I'm working. And that's tomorrow. And I've just got an email about half an hour ago as well from the other job that I applied for, got an interview for, and they want me to go through to the final round to see if I can meet them on Thursday. So that's happening as well. And I'm expecting this week to receive Sam's box, and I'm hoping they'll receive my boxes, so hopefully I can open those boxes as well. It will all be over on the Dear Hopefuls channel, but I will still want to share, obviously, what's in them. Anyway, that's all the updates, and I will see you whenever I next film. Bye! Hello again, it's me. I've literally just in the last half hour started editing the last vlog you would have seen, and my grandma's just come home, she's been out all day. And she just knocked on my door to drop off tea and biscuits. Look at those, they're homemade. And they smell very, very good, and I feel very spoiled. I already made myself a tea about an hour ago or so, and I had an apple. And I purposely didn't have a regular English breakfast tea, which is, I've had like 4 cups of English breakfast tea every day for the last however long. But I've realised that at nights, I can't explain it, but I think it's the caffeine. So I felt like I need to cut down on my English breakfast teas. Because caffeine doesn't work for me in the sense of waking me up. It's never worked. But it's always been a problem if I've had coffee before bed, like after 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because it just gets my heart racing. And I've been feeling that way for the last couple of nights. And it's because I have tea before bed, probably. So I was like, I'm gonna cut down on my English breakfast tea and go for more herbal teas, which usually don't have caffeine. I didn't actually check if this one did, but I presume it doesn't. Anyway, I'm very glad I did that, because now, an hour later, I've got an English breakfast tea, so otherwise I would have had 2. And I'm very excited about the biscuits as well. So I'm gonna keep editing for the next 40 minutes or so, and then I've got my class. I just wanted to share that, because I thought it was very sweet. Alright, bye! Hello! I'm about to head out. I was gonna pre-order the food and then get there, but I think I'm allowing so much time, and I feel like I'm gonna be more stressed because I'm gonna be committed if I order it beforehand, so I'd rather just wait and get there. I know I'm gonna be super early, but that's okay. Where are my earrings? I'm not actually particularly hungry, and I'm not really in the mood for Subway, although I'm sure once I get there, the smell will remind me how much I love it, and I won't have a chance to eat anything until I finish after that. And I have no idea what time I finish, because no one's told me. I imagine it'll be around 5 o'clock, but it could be like last time where it's only about 20 minutes, or it could be longer than that. I don't know. But luckily, I've not got anything else on. I've been keeping an eye out to see if anyone's giving away a ticket for tonight to any show, because I'll be in town anyway, but we'll see. So far, no luck, unfortunately. Last night, I spent a really long time editing the video from the most recent vlog you would have seen, and I got to about 20 minutes in, and then it just corrupted, or one of the files corrupted, but then the one before it started to corrupt as well, and I was like, this is not good. So I thought I'll try and save it before it all goes, because I've just spent such a long time, I don't want to do it all again. And it was not moving, so I left it on all night, and it didn't move at all when I woke up in the morning, and I was like, that is not ideal. So I closed it, saved it separately, and went back and tried to save it again. This is more confusing than it needs to be, but it makes sense to me. And it's just saved, and I've checked it, and it didn't corrupt anything, so I'm very pleased. I do still have more to edit, but at least it's done. And I did some more work for uni, and I feel like I'm finally getting the hang of it a little bit. They've given us a past students' work to have a look at, and that really helps me. I need some sort of reference point because I don't know what I'm doing and how I should be structuring it. But I feel a lot better now that I've seen that. You can see I've got my bag there and some stuff ready to go in it. I'm literally just bringing my notebook, water bottle, pencil case, and that's about it. Headphones, wallet, that kind of thing. So I'm going to go to the bathroom, get my shoes and socks on, and go. And it's a little bit later than I would have liked, but we'll be all right. As I said, I think I've allowed a lot more time than I need. I'll see you soon. So long story short, I decided to check my email just before as I was leaving. I was already outside because I hadn't heard anything from the person who I'm going to be working for. So I thought it's just a good idea to double check if there's anything come through. And it's good that I checked because the email said, hey, I'm not feeling well today. Could we reschedule for Thursday? And then she left her number. So I called her and basically I can't do Thursday because I've got a job interview then. But she said, could you do next Tuesday instead? So I said yes. So I did still walk to the pharmacy because I needed to pick something up. And then literally as I came home, my parents wanted to call me, so I did. And I booked my flight for the holiday, which I'm so happy about. And slightly nervous because I haven't actually heard back from my agent, but we're gonna hope it's okay. So I've literally just come off the phone from them, booked it, and now who knows what. And I realised my job interview on Thursday is about a 5-minute walk from a Subway, so I've got until Friday to do it. And even if I just buy cookies or something, because Subway cookies are very good. So hopefully there's a solution for everything. And luckily the journey wasn't a full waste of time. But yay! Ah. Anyway, that's all. Bye! Hello, good morning. I have started to feel a cold coming on since yesterday. Actually, since the night before. In the night I could feel my throat. I could feel it was not... I could tell it was the start of a cold. And then yesterday, luckily my throat actually wasn't sore, but my nose was running all day. It wasn't blocked, I could still breathe, but it was just constantly running or dripping. And I was sneezing non-stop. I sneezed so much yesterday. And today, as you can hear, there's definitely something there. Luckily my throat still feels all right, but I can feel that it's getting worse. And again, I can still breathe, although I was struggling last night. But so far, we're okay. I want to try and keep it at bay, so today's going to be a day of lots of teas. And my grandma doesn't have the squeezy honey, which is a staple in my house, but she has got this other honey that looks really sort of healthy and probably more expensive, but I am going to be using it in my teas because I need to. So the first tea of the day is like a berry tea that I actually had yesterday. I saved the tea bag because it's quite strong, and I've put that in today with lots of honey. And at the moment I'm editing the second Taskmaster video. These will go up probably in June. But I finished editing the first one yesterday, which was very nice because it's been on my mind, but I've not wanted to tackle it yet. And I just thought I have to. So I'm glad I did the first one. The second one's taking even longer, so that's not ideal, but hey, we'll get through it. And then I've just been studying a lot as well and watching some YouTube. And that's probably what today's gonna look like as well. So that's just the update for now. I don't think today's gonna be particularly exciting, but that's okay. I also spent all of last night making a really long planner for sort of this channel up until July. And I'm planning on posting vlogs once a week, but if I don't have enough interesting things to film, it might become once every 2 weeks. But there will still be a regular video going up every week, at least one, maybe even 2. That's what it's looking like for now. We'll see what actually happens. I'm quite warm now, so I'm gonna open the window and I will see you all later. Also, actually, it looks like it's a gorgeous day, especially with the lighting. And it is, it's now blue skies and sunny, but this morning it was so foggy and misty and you could barely see out your window. So this was quite unexpected. Anyway, that is all. I'll see you all later. Bye! Just had a lovely lunch with avocado and tomato on challah. And I've just made tea number 2 of the day, which is just a regular English breakfast with, again, a spoonful of honey. And I'm starting on edit number 3 of, as in the 3rd Taskmaster video. We're getting there. That's all I wanted to share for now. Bye! Hello! It is almost 4 o'clock and I've just made my 3rd cup of tea. It is, again, back to berries with honey. And because it's 4 o'clock, it's time for my afternoon snack, which usually is just the apple, but we've also got biscuits because my grandma made loads last weekend, and so I've been working my way through them as well. They're really nice, they're really light, which I enjoy. And they're almost like shortbread, they're just, oh, they're really good. And I've been doing quite a bit of studying, which is nice and feels productive, so hopefully it is actually productive. And I can just see that my 3rd video has now uploaded to YouTube, so I just need to double check everything, and then I'll be done with that, which I'm really happy about, because then I'll be done with the whole Taskmaster series. As I say, it's not going up till June, but at least I've done it. Those are the latest updates. I hope you're enjoying this vlog. It's so boring, but I will see you all later. Bye! So as you can see here, I decided to just do a little bit of exercise. It really wasn't very long, maybe 10 minutes, maximum 15. I did some dancing, did some moving, did some stretching. And then I went back to my work, and then I made supper. Now, some of these clips are not as good quality because I filmed them on my phone, but my grandmother had prepared the base of the sauce, and then I had to cook the pasta and add the mince. And I cannot believe how well my pasta skills worked today. I made the perfect amount. I was really pleased. The vegetarian mince that we used was corn mince, and I have used corn before, and I love the corn pieces. I think they're brilliant, and I think the corn pieces really mimic sort of the taste and feel of chicken. I think I haven't had chicken in years, whereas the mince does not replicate real mince at all. It was still very tasty, it was nice, I enjoyed it, but if you're looking for a beef mince replacement, this isn't it, I would say. But I still really enjoyed it. Overall, very satisfying meal. I'm very happy. And now I'm back in my room. I haven't had another tea yet, but I'm definitely going to have one later. I'm just a bit full at the moment. So that is where we're at. And I will see you all probably for my 4th cup of tea. Bye! Hello, it's about 10:30, maybe just before, and I've just made my last cup of tea. It's again a berry one with lovely honey. I also had to go and get a new tissue box because I've used all my tissues, and I decided to take out my very last Tim Tam. I actually don't know what flavour it is because I ended up combining them all, but I'm hoping to see my parents in the next 6 weeks or so, and I have asked them to bring me some more, so hopefully they will. And also, obviously, we've got our boxes. I still don't have Sam's, but I've got Katie Rebecca's, and I'm presuming there's going to be quite a nice, generous amount of food in there, snack food. So I feel like it's okay for me to eat this last one, and to be honest, I kind of just want to get it out of my cupboard. When I came back from the river cruise, I realised just how much food I had. There was so much. And other stuff as well, actually. Just so many things I'd sort of stockpiled because I don't like eating them or using them. So I kind of said to myself, we gotta clear some of this, and I have, and I'm very happy about that. So I think this is where we're going to finish off the night. And then tomorrow I'm finally hoping to use my subway points, and I've got this job interview, so, you know, I'll try and vlog what I can. But for now, good night. Hello, I've literally just come out of the shower, and as I came out, Sam's parcel arrived, which means I can now stop stressing. Both my parcels have sent, and I've received both my parcels, and I am thrilled. I'm so happy. Sam's box is so much bigger than I was expecting. I can't quite believe it. Which means at some point I can film my unboxing, which I'm very excited about. As I said, I've literally just come out of the shower, so I'm not wearing a belt, I'm not wearing tights even yet. I was going to go for tights today instead of leggings. I've not got my jewellery on, I haven't done my hair, there's a lot to do, but I wanted to share that. Yay! Hello, I've just spent a little while doing my hair. I say a little while, it was probably 5 or 10 minutes, but it was just being annoying. The curls have actually been really good this week, but it's just been frizzy. But with a lot of bobby pins, I've been able to do a half up, half down and still have the curls, which makes me happy. It's a little bit earlier than I would like to leave, but I think I am just going to get myself ready and go. Because I'd prefer to go places early, and if it means I have to sit in Subway a bit longer, it's alright. So I'm going to make sure I've got everything and get going. Yay! I've just had to move the camera across a little bit, but welcome, hello, I'm back, I'm home. Subway was not making it easy for me. I went to the one that's near where my job interview was. I'm gonna put this down because it's too hot and I'm worried it's gonna spill. I went there and I saw that they had a new item on their menu called a plant-based steak, and I was kind of curious. I wasn't too sure, but I thought, I'm getting it for free anyway, I may as well try it. So I went into the store and I said, hi, do you mind if I just check if the points work for the steak one, because I don't know if they will. And I'm so glad I did that, because the man behind the counter said, yes, it should work, but it doesn't always. So I thought, right, that's a bit odd, so let's try it. And originally he was like, oh, make your sandwich first and then we can scan it. And I said, no, do you mind if we scan it first, just to check if it will work? And eventually he understood, and I scanned it and I tried again and again and again, and it wasn't working. And I said, well, what about another item? What about the regular veggie delight? And that wasn't working either. And then I said, well, what about a drink? Long story short, it seemed that there was a problem on their end with the Wi-Fi or something. So I thought in my head, right, I'll just come back after the meeting, it's fine. But what I realised was that about 10 minutes further along walking, there was another Subway store. So I thought, I'll just go there, I've got the time, I've got here early. I'm glad I left early though. Oh yeah, even before I got to Subway, I waited on the bus, I think for about 15 minutes, which is a long time in London. And then I got on, we went one stop, and then they said, sorry, we have to wait here to even out the service. And I thought, that doesn't sound right. Surely you should be putting your foot on the gas to even out the service. But anyway, it was only a 5-minute wait or so, it was fine. I'm gonna take this off, I'm getting quite warm. Anyway, I walked down to the second Subway and I said the same thing. I said, do you mind if we scan it first just to check? And they said, absolutely no problem. And it did work. In one go, yay! So I ordered my sandwich, and originally I wasn't going to have it toasted because I never get it toasted because I don't like the way it feels on the roof of my mouth. But he said, I recommend it because you've got the fake meat and it's cold. And I was like, oh, I suppose fair enough. Like, I've never considered that because I never usually get a fake meat option. It's always just for me, salad, basically. So I toasted it. The man behind the counter was lovely, to be fair. And when I walked in, it was dead. There was no one in there. I wasn't even sure if it was open. And I made my sandwich. I had it. Everything was free, it was great, I tried it, it was nice. I think I felt a bit nervous because the steak did look like meat, and that always scares me, and I think it tasted like meat, but honestly, I don't remember the taste of meat. But I think I did enjoy it. It was a bit chewy. I was a little bit nervous because basically one of the jobs I worked a couple of years ago, which I might speak about one day because I loved working there, I thought it was a brilliant company to work for. I think I worked for them for about 3 years, just under, and I loved it. But anyway, they liked to do in January, sort of Veganuary, they would introduce some sort of special menu or special item. And the last year I was there, what they introduced, it was like a fake chicken, I think, and it was so disgusting. None of us liked it, none of the ones who worked in the store. I don't think they continued it. Sometimes the item they had for Veganuary was doing so well that they would sort of keep it going until February. They would sort of extend it, whereas this one they didn't. And it wasn't anywhere near as popular as past years, and I think this year they changed it as well. I don't know, I haven't worked for them obviously, but still. This particular item, we all tried it, it was so chewy and a weird flavour, weird texture, it just was not good. So I was a little bit nervous going to Subway that I was going to have a similar experience, but actually it wasn't like that at all. As I say, it was a little bit chewier than I would have liked, but on the whole, it was still tasty, it was still good, I still enjoyed it. But I came into the store walking this way. And I sat this way, and I could see that there was a sign here, just outside the store. And from where I was sat, I could read this side of it, which was not the same thing as what it said on this side. And do you know what it said on this side? It said, student deal, get a free cookie and drink if you order a 6-inch sub, or footlong, I think, if you're a student. I could not believe it. I thought, how have I missed out on this? Because I finally got a student card, I finally am officially a student, and I could have got this deal. And I didn't even care about the drink, I just love Subway cookies. Subway cookies are top tier, you can tell me whatever you want. I adore Subway cookies. And I haven't had one in so long because they're a little bit overpriced in my opinion. Well, maybe not overpriced, but I just don't like spending money. But as I say, when I entered the store, it was absolutely empty. And then as I started eating, suddenly people just filtered in and it was, a solid line. It wasn't crazy busy, but it was solid. And I finished eating and there were still people, but I thought I'd just sort of hover at the cash desk, whatever it's called, and ask them if I can sort of retroactively get in on this deal. So I asked them and they said, no, sorry, we can't process it. I said, fair enough. I know that sometimes it depends on the company, some will let it, some won't, so, I don't blame them. But it was a shame, I felt, I felt like I missed out. I did miss out. Anyway, did all that. I was still within my hour, so I took a bus back to where I needed to go because it would have been about a 20-minute walk, which I could have done. I would have made it in time, but it was less stressful and less calls for me to take a bus. And as I say, it was free anyway. So I got there really early as a result.
and had to wait about half an hour, which is fine. You know, I do expect that when I get to places early, but they were very happy that I was early. Met them, told them a little bit about myself and my jobs and my past and everything, and they all sounded very happy. There were 2 of them. And then they just seemed really pleased. They said, we just need to sort out some like official documents things, you know, proving that I can work in the UK, that kind of thing. And then we did sort of a tour of the building of where I would be working, and that was it. And they said they'll be in touch with me about dates that they want me to start training. I told them I'm planning on going on holiday, and they were fine with it. So don't know exactly when I'm going to be starting. They haven't yet decided if I'm going to start before or after the holiday. But all in all, super successful, if you ask me, except that I didn't get the Subway cookie. One of my life tips is to always check if there are deals or discounts wherever you go to eat. But I hadn't even thought about it because I was getting it for free anyway. I didn't think I could get more free stuff. Anyway, I managed to use my points. We're all good. So now what I'm gonna do, the sun's kind of come out, at least it's brightened up. It was really grey this morning, so I didn't want to film anything. But now that it's a bit nicer, I'm gonna try and film my dear hopefuls opening my boxes, which I'm so excited about. And once I've opened them, I'll share on here as well. You know, just what I've got and whatnot. And then if I can, I also want to film my February favourites because we are now in the first week of March. I'm losing track of time. And I've got this tea that is probably not even cool enough to drink yet. Nope, no it's not. It's almost, but it's not. Definitely burnt my tongue. So I will see you all shortly with my dear hopefuls gifts. I'm so excited. Yay! Hello, the state of my room, or my bed area, is an absolute mess. But I want to show you because I am a bit overwhelmed and very grateful for what I've just received from Sam and Katie Rebecca. I don't know what to do with this. There's some stuff I don't know what to do with. The problem is I am such a sentimental person that I feel like I need to keep everything. But I also know that I've got hardly any space here and this isn't even my house. So I might need to commit to throwing away the wrapping paper and the boxes. See, it feels like a waste to throw away the boxes because they are very good boxes, especially this one. This is the one Sam gave me and it's still totally in one piece. Katie Rebecca's I destroyed a little bit, but Sam's is still in perfect working order, so I feel like, you know, that could be useful one day, but we shall see. Let me bring you and show you, first of all, actually, before I show you everything else, Sam made me this, which is just an absolute winner. It's a boxy bag, which he had been speaking about for a long time, but with this gorgeous Winnie the Pooh fabric on top. And you have to watch the video for my actual initial reaction for these things because I was very excited. But the inside is lined with this gorgeous sheet music fabric. I just am very happy. I'm not too sure what I want to use it for though, because I don't really want to put anything that's gonna stain it. So I don't really want to use pens necessarily. I don't really want to put food. I don't really want to do makeup. So I'll have to think about that. Anyway, come with me. These are the boxes and the things that came with the boxes. There was this gorgeous box inside the box as well. Then I've just put the boxy bag back there because that's where it was. Some chocolatey things and foodie things. A sticker from Maine. This coaster that I got from Katie Rebecca. I've just put my tea on there. Honey, would you believe it? A couple of days ago I spoke about how I needed squeezy honey and here it is. And then I've got some cards and things as well. I'm very happy. I'm very grateful. And I feel like they've just done a great job, a really great job. And I'm very excited to eat and use these things. I've already said to the dear hopefuls, because Sam told us that there was an item that she wanted us to eat as soon as possible. And I can only presume it's this. So it's going to be my afternoon tea. I think it's already something like 3:30, so almost there. But that is all I wanted to share. I'm very excited. I'm now going to try and film my... Well, first I need to clear all this up, and then I need to film my February favourites if I can. Although also, where is it? Sam gave me... Oh, it was hiding. Sam gave me some tea, some blueberry tea. So I might fill up my mug with a new cup of tea for my February favourites, and I have this and the Maine honey. I feel bad using it immediately, but equally... You know, it's there to be used, and now is as good a time as any. I've got a cold, I'm going to be drinking lots of tea. And to be honest, in a couple of weeks it's Pesach, Passover, which is when we try to get rid of all the food that we have in the house. Because we need to do a big sort of clear out, you're not allowed to have, it's a whole thing, I'm sure I'll speak about it more. But it means it probably should get used as soon as possible, right? I'm very happy. Long story short, I'm very happy, I'm going to make some tea, and then I'm going to film my February favourites. I'll see you later. Bye! So I didn't get a chance to try Sam's tea yesterday because I still had my tea bag from the morning and I didn't want to waste it. But we're here now. The smell is incredible. What I realised last night is that in Lapland, they had a lot of blueberry juice. And I feel like at one point I had a heated blueberry drink. But I really can't remember, so I'm very excited. But the smell of this is incredible. It's very hot at the moment, so hopefully by the time I finish filming, I'll be able to try it. But I am very excited. I didn't end up filming my favourites yesterday because my grandma came home and my aunt came home and I just didn't want to disturb them. And it also became a bit grayer quite quickly, so I decided against it. So I'm going to film it after this clip. What I did do though was I edited my video for the Dear Hopefuls channel of me unboxing everything. And it took a long time to edit because it was a very long video, but it brought me so much joy to edit. I was smiling throughout. So I would encourage you to watch that. I know people don't really watch our Dear Hopefuls channel as much, and I get it because it's much more relaxed and it's much more chill and chatty. I can't explain it. And often for a lot of us, it's a lot more rushed. But this video specifically, I'll link it up here. I just think it's such a joy, at least for me. Obviously I'm the one who experienced it, but still I think it's just such a joyous video and maybe even humorous. I don't know. I would still recommend watching it. So it made me very happy to edit it, even though it took a long time. And I had a pretty chill evening for the rest. My aunt brought me some more work to do, so I started getting through it last night and I've done some more this morning and I've not got very much left to do. My hair, when I woke up, oh my goodness, it was just not happening, so I've had to put the hairband in, which is fine, I like it. And what I like is that basically when I woke up, the top was just such a mess, but actually the curls are still holding, which is nice, even though, you know, it's a bit frizzy and loose. So I think I can get away with it. As I said, I'm planning to film my February favourites now, and then after that, or during that, who's at my door? One moment. That was a neighbour come to drop off a key. Anyway, I've kind of forgot what I was saying, but basically I want to film my February favourites and then I will try my tea and probably finish off the vlog. So I'll do another clip then, because I don't think I'm going to film anything sort of after. I do actually have plans this Sunday. I kept mentioning that I might have plans on Sunday last week. Turns out it's this week. So that's Sunday morning, and then obviously in the evening I will go to gymnastics, but I don't really expect to be filming any of that. But I will do my February favourites and then I will come back to try the tea and that'll be it, probably. Although I might also try the moon pie. It's not a moon pie, I've just called it that because of Waitress. The other pie that Sam gave me as well. But we'll see about that. Anyway, I'll see you in the last clip over here. My camera's about to die, so I've plugged it in and I want to try my tea quickly because it's probably already gotten cold. Oh, it's still okay. Ooh, that's very nice. It's not quite as strong in terms of flavour as the one I had in Lapland, but it's very nice. It's got a really, really gentle flavour. I really like this. And I think it pairs really nicely with the honey. I'm a big fan of this. Alright, I might come say bye later on then, because I feel like this is a bad way to finish it. But I will see you later, probably. Bye! Hello! Sorry about the way the last clip ended. Obviously, I was stressing because of my camera battery, but here we are. This morning, we went to a thing that was a thing. Basically, there's a Hebrew calendar, and for every calendar month at the start, you do a prayer service. Usually I'm not too sort of wrapped up in it, but this month, this upcoming month, is meant to be one of the happiest months of the Jewish calendar, so there were some celebrations on, so I went. And it was nice, it was all right, but I didn't know a lot of the tunes, and that felt like a shame for me, just because I couldn't sing along. And it was just, yeah, not the best. But I still enjoyed it. And then we came back, it's been raining all morning, but I decided, well, I didn't decide. My mum wanted me to buy some flowers for my grandma, because it's her mum, and it's Mother's Day in the UK today. So as I got home, I decided to just go out immediately, because I was already dressed. I didn't really fancy coming in, taking off my coat and everything, and then having to go back out. I don't like going out just for, you know, one or two things. I want it to be like a full-on thing or not at all. So I went, got the flowers, got some cards as well. I needed to get a couple of cards. Came back, booked my travel insurance for the trip, which I'm very excited about. And now it's kind of lunchtime. I haven't had lunch yet because I ate something at the service this morning, so I'm not too hungry. And my grandma's out for most of the day. She's got lunch now with one of her other daughters, and I think she's going for tea or to a concert or something this afternoon. And then I was meant to be going to gymnastics tonight, but I'm not so sure we're gonna do that. And the reason why not is
Probably the dumbest reason you can imagine. Well, there might be dumber reasons, but you know how I've had issues with my foot? Well, maybe you don't, but for the last few weeks, I've had sort of a bit of an annoying something or other with my toes, which happened originally at gymnastics, I think about 3 weeks ago, maybe even 4 now. And every week I've been aware of it and it's still been present. And this is the first week finally where I felt like it's gone away and I feel like I would be okay with gymnastics and I wouldn't notice it. So I was really looking forward to going this week. I mean, I look forward to it every week, but finally I was like, oh, I'm finally feeling better. Now, as you can hear, I've got a cold. And that cold's been there for a couple of days now. And that's not a reason for me not to go to gymnastics. But what is the reason for me not going to gymnastics is that I sneeze a lot. Sneezing isn't normal. And last night, whilst I was lying down and trying to sleep, I sneezed a bunch of times. And obviously, whatever position I was in when I was sneezing, I really hurt the sort of right side of my back. It's like just under my shoulder blade, really. And it's so, I don't know if uncomfortable is the right word, it's so like sensitive, I guess, that almost every movement hurts it. Like when I went from sitting over there to sitting over here, that hurt. When I was holding my prayer book this morning, that hurt. My sort of the weight of it, I think, hurt. Sitting in certain, even that movement hurts. So I just don't think gymnastics is the best idea, and I really hope this passes quickly. Because this morning I felt the pain, actually through the night I felt the pain, and I was like, right, I obviously just need to stretch it or something. So I went to stretch it, and the stretch felt really good, and I came back out of the stretch, and it was so sore. I was like, right, that's not the one to do. And I tried to look up what it was online, and it always obviously tells you, you know, you're dying. But eventually I managed to find something that sounded like it was probably what I'd done, which is overstretching. And it does say overstretching can come from sneezing. And it was the only one that mentioned sort of the right side of your back, so I thought that's probably what it is, and that's probably why stretches aren't a good idea. So I don't really know what the best way is to make it go away. I don't really have many plans tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can just sort of rest as much as possible. If I'm going out, which there might be a chance I will, it will be local, it won't be a long walk, it won't be, you know, very active. So hopefully I'll be all right, and especially for Tuesday, because obviously Tuesday I'm meant to be doing this job training something or other. So those are the updates. I'm quite happy with the way my hair looks, because about 5 minutes ago it just looked like such a mess, and I just decided to brush it and put this in, and it's worked for me. On the whole, it's still a bit messy, and I do want to wash it tomorrow, but even that action of, you know, reaching my arm up hurts, so we'll see. I might put some Nurofen, ibuprofen gel, whatever, on, but I don't really want to. And I feel like it needs to be massaged, but I'm not sure if it does, and I can't really reach it anyway, so even to hold like an ice pack or a heat pack against it, I'm not sure that I can. But luckily, it's nothing too terrible. I just need to be careful. I'm gonna leave it here for now. I'm probably gonna film something at some point just to round off this vlog, because I didn't get to do that the other day, and I might share my lunch or something. So I will see you all later. Bye! Hello! So we're having a bit of an American afternoon tea. Not that I think Americans do afternoon tea, but anyway. I've got here a mug. I filled it with some hot water and the honey that Sam gave me, which is Maine honey. I can actually show it to you. There it is. Look at that, it's beautiful. And then this is the tea bag that I'm putting in. It's a black tea with blueberry flavouring. Also from Maine, also from Sam. So I'm gonna, smells so good. I'm gonna pop that in. But then the star of the show is this, which is a chocolate whoopie pie. Now, it's from a company called Bacon Farm, which really scares me, but I've triple checked the ingredients, so we really should be all right. And Sam knows I'm vegetarian and Jewish. And I've just noticed, I don't think you can see it through the packaging, but I will show you once I take it out. It could be mold. I hope it's not. It doesn't have a best before date, but the rest of it looks fine, so we might just miss that bit. Oh. Now, I'm so intrigued by this. Sorry, that's really loud. I have absolutely no idea what to expect, if I'm being honest. That's what it looks like. Now, I can't find the bit that I thought was mold. It was on the bottom. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to show it to you. It's all right, we'll just eat around it. So here goes. I'm gonna try a bite of this on camera, and then I'm gonna stop the filming because I want to watch something with a friend. Jessica Jones season 2 episode 7, and we're halfway through. It's fallen apart a little bit, but it's all right. We can do our best. It's sweeter than I was expecting, which is silly because it's from America, so I should have expected it to be sweet.
but it's very tasty. I've lost where the thing is again. Oh, it's over there. There we go. That bit I think is gonna not be eaten. It could also just be the filling that's sort of gone somewhere, but we'll just leave that. All right, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this, and I'll see you all later. Bye!
Hello. I never really got a chance to finish this vlog despite the several attempts to, so I'm gonna close it up here and then we'll start a fresh vlog tomorrow. I didn't end up going to gymnastics yesterday and I'm very glad I didn't. My back was definitely not feeling up to it, but I did watch a lot of Jessica Jones season 2 and we've only got 2 episodes left, which is nice. And I'm really enjoying this one. I feel like this is one season of very few that I feel I've actually been able to follow along the plot from start to finish and not been too confused. And I love Jessica Jones as a character. I love Trish Walker as a character. I just really enjoy the show. This morning, I spent some time studying, which was very good. I have something due next Monday, so a week from now. It's a draft, so, you know, no marks, but I want to do as well as I can on it so that there's less to do on it later. And there's a lot I can't do at the moment because I'm waiting to hear back about something. So, you know, this is the only thing I can focus on at the moment, so I may as well do it well. And then my friend from Ireland came over for the day and they were busy with something in the morning, but around lunchtime they sent me a message to say they were free to meet up. So we met up locally, went to KFC for lunch. And to be honest, I did quite a late breakfast because, as you can tell, I washed my hair, which took some time. Oh, and the smoke alarm went off during my shower, so that wasn't ideal. Oh, and also I think I haven't mentioned yet that we've not had hot water or heating in the flat for a few days now. So that's not been ideal. We've got like an emergency hot water thing, so at least I've been able to shower, which is nice. And for me, luckily, the temperature's fine, but it is a little bit chillier than we normally have it. So we went to KFC and I really wasn't fancying. I mean, they only had one vegan option and I really wasn't feeling it. But even if we'd gone to McDonald's or Burger King, I don't think I would have been in the mood for it. But my friend did buy me a Tropicana, which I haven't had in a very long time. And if you followed the channel for long enough, you know that I used to love and live off Tropicana. So that did make me happy and I had some chips. And then we went to a Cafe Nero. And again, I didn't get anything, but my friend had a coffee. And then we slowly meandered and made our way home. And we just kind of spoke about the Oscars and some other stuff. And my grandma made us some delicious food. And then I came to where the National Express comes. And we got there 5 minutes before the ticket time said that the coach leaves. And the coach had closed its door, switched off the lights and was ready to go. So obviously we ran after it and said, wait, this is the one we need to get on. And the coach driver said, no, well, it leaves at 7:46. And we said, no, it leaves at 7:51. And he said, well, I'm leaving in a minute, so you either get on or you don't. And my friend had been borrowing my jacket just for the walk, because it is quite a walk. And for some reason they hadn't brought their own. And I said, just keep the jacket, bring it back to me next time you come or I go to Ireland. It's fine, I've got enough jackets. And I do, I've got about 3 now. And luckily, just by pure chance, they were wearing the jacket that I probably wear the least. So I'm kind of glad about that. So this is your reminder to always get to your National Expresses fairly early because they might drive off and leave you without a coach. But luckily they did make it. I came back home and now we're here. I've just put on a laundry. I'm about to get into pajamas. And I don't really know what I'm going to do for the evening. It's already, I think, 9 o'clock or something. But we'll see. I am going to finish up the vlog here. Thank you for sticking around if you made it this far. I'm very impressed. As always, there's lots of stuff in the description where you can get discounts off things or free things or whatever. So check those out if you'd like. If there's anything specifically you want to see from me and on my channel, always let me know. Or if you just want to tell me how your day's going, that's fine too. And I will see you all very shortly in the next vlog. Bye!